Well, hey there, YouTube. Welcome to the Bare Hands action figure and toy review channel. Today we have Webman from the retro Spider-Man Marvel Legends wave. And if you're wondering why R2 is here with him, it's because for the life of me, I could not get that box to set up straight on that rotating turntable. And so R2 is there to stand him up. So yeah, welcome to the channel. This is actually my first video, so if you're watching, thank you. Like and subscribe. I'm a Christian who reviews toys, and I'm excited to get started in doing that. So what we have in front of us here is from the retro Spider-Man Marvel Legends line, Webman. And I was not really super familiar with this character. This was a really cool figure. I saw him one day at GameStop, and I'm like, you know what? Let's pick it up. And I've had it for a couple years, and so I thought, you know what? Let's start out and I'll review it. So we're going to start out with box art. I absolutely love these retro boxes because I think in the 90s, this art here was actually part of figures for more like 3.75 inch figures, I believe. And I think it's awesome that they kind of duplicated that design and used it. Like got the retro Marvel comics up here. I think it's amazing. I really like the art here. I like the back of the box. It looks great. The whole thing does. And then you got a description here of Webman. I'm not going to read that to you, but if you want to pause it there, by all means do so. And then let's get the actual figure out here and we'll take a look. This is a good way to open the box of one of these Marvel Legends figures or any similar figures to that without causing damage to the back of the cardboard. So I saw this from another YouTube channel, so I'm stealing that from them, and I apologize. So I'm trying to tilt the camera down just a little bit here so you can see more of what I'm doing. I'm going to open this up for you. So you just take an X-Acto knife, very helpful for opening boxes like this, and you're going to cut the corners, get in there, and then just go down the corner. And you got to be careful and do it carefully, which I did not do, and don't hit the corners of the box there, because if you do it this way, you're able to keep your box. And I kind of messed up the bottom there, but that's okay, because the clear part doesn't really matter because you can't see it real well. Then you kind of cut out the bottom of this here, and this is where you got to be careful so as you don't damage the bottom of the box like I just did there. If you can see it, losing people on the sides here. the damage right there that was done, that's my bad. I don't really care about this box so much because this isn't a character I super like, but for another box I would be much more careful. You can be super careful as you go. Once we get that, you kind of flip this up like so, and hopefully you won't do what I just did and rip that. That is possible to do without ripping it entirely. Cut through that. You're gonna open it up, and this just pops right out just like so. And so there's your box. It's in, and even after I did cut that, it's still in pretty good condition. And now, of course, it stands. But you could, if you want to, take your figure, pop it right back in, no damage. Looks great. So we'll get out our actual Webman figure. First of all, let's take a look at what he comes with. We got two wall crawling hands. We got two web swinging or web shooting hands as well. And put that off the side. So if you want to look at these real quick, here are the open palmed hands. Put that out like that. Those look great. And then I got the two web shooting hands. Very good. They look great as well. And then you have the figure itself. So let's get this out of here. This is man, that's loud. I apologize. There we go. So after getting this figure out of the box, man, this thing looks great. It is a excellent figure. And just to give you a little bit of background of Webman, I was not super familiar with him, but apparently he was a clone that Doctor Doom made, and he only appears in the comics, from what I was told. And for whatever reason, there's a giant hole in his back. Look at that. I don't know. Not sure why. But he was a clone engineered by Doctor Doom to defeat Spider-Man. He is in character everything Spider-Man is not. So, believe it or not, I didn't know this when I purchased the figure, but Webman is actually Spider-Man's enemy. Only appeared once in the comics, but the suit, though, just looks fantastic. It really, really does. And Hasbro really did a good job on the suit, it looks like. There is some little marks here. That could probably have been done better, I would say. But anyway, so you got the 2 fists. You get 6 total hands. So you got the 2 fists, you got the 2 open palm, and you got the 2 web swinging hands. All right, so those are the accessories, and see how he looks with nothing really a pose or anything, just how he looks standing straight up. And we can look at that, pretty cool. So I will try and zoom in here for you, and it looks pretty good. Webman. Very good figure. Very nice. And how it looks anyway. So we got Webman here. He's obviously associated with Spider-Man because he's just basically an inverted Spider-Man. We'll get him standing straight up and down here, looking at the camera. Right beside him, our good buddy Venom. And so, although they're both enemies of Spider-Man, I gotta admit, they look pretty cool together. And I think you gotta agree with that. It looks pretty cool. They do look good together. No doubt about it. So there's Venom with him. We'll set Venom off to the side here for the moment. The Scarlet Spider. Get him in a good pose. He looks great. They look great together, too. Very, very good. I like it. By the way, Ben Reilly looks pretty cool beside Venom there, too, as well. This is the Wedding Vows 2-pack with Spinneret, Spider-Man. They look pretty good together. Webman and Spider-Man right next together, the Wedding Vows. We'll put him back there, creating kind of a cool display in the background with Venom, Scarlet Spider, and Spider-Man from the Wedding Vows. Spider-Man himself from the animated series. And it looks like, actually, when you were looking at these comparisons, Webman is actually a little bit taller. And if you look at these 2 figures together, this Spider-Man, turn his head a little bit, this Spider-Man body and this Webman body are definitely different. This one is not as muscular, and this one is a little bit bigger, it looks like. And the masks are definitely different. If you can tell in the eyes with both of those. They look great. Take a second, and we're going to go over some articulation. The head is very good for a Spider-Man figure. Goes up to there, goes down very far. Goes to the side. Very good. Very, very good. The arms go up, and they go up very, very far. It's very good for a Spider-Man figure. They go all the way out. There is butterfly joints there that can go all the way back. That's pretty impressive for a Webman, I should say Spider-Man clone figure. The joints go like this, both arms, of course. Double jointed, gotta be for a Spider-Man clone, has to be. Very impressive. You have same on the other side. Very good. And as you can see, there is some spots there on the suit that definitely could have been painted a little better. Bends back to about there, bends forward to there. Very good. These swivel. Body swivels all the way around, of course. And then very good articulation on the legs. And sometimes the Spider-Man figures come down right here, but it doesn't seem to be doing that on this one. Again, this is kind of an older figure. I think I've had this figure for a couple years before I decided to open it. It's kind of a test run for this Bare Hands YouTube channel. But yeah, this figure has great articulation, which I figured it would. And so let's get him into a couple poses here. We get kind of that fist up there, and just right there, that looks pretty cool. Just that on its own. I won't take the time to try and get this guy to stand for you, because I know that no matter how good a figure is, that still takes me a long time. That looks pretty good too. Even just a little bit of the tilt of his abdomen there, and man, that looks pretty great. That one looks kind of funky, but this looks pretty cool. Put that down just back a little bit, right? It's a lot of fun to pose any kind of Spider-Man figure because he can be in so many dynamic poses. Even that's something that's pretty neat. Have him shooting the web just like that. That looks pretty sweet too, just like that. Yeah. Put him on one of a flight stand of sorts, and Webman would look pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah. So, I'm pretty impressed with Webman. I will say that the suit could have been better. There's lots of spots on this suit that the paint is seeming to get off the lines, and maybe that's because I took so long to open it. I don't know. But very good figure overall. Final thoughts, Webman. I will give him probably a 7 out of 10. A couple things that could take off from the figure's quality. One is the paint, right? That's kind of a tick against it. Also, the lack of accessories. I mean, yeah, you get 6 hands. That's nice, but you need to have an alternate head sculpt would be cool. Some webs would be cool too, and you just don't get that. So I'll give him a 7 out of 10. Not a bad figure. I haven't seen one of these. I literally saw it one time in GameStop, picked it up, thought it was cool, and didn't even know until I researched this guy that he was an enemy of Spider-Man, but he is an enemy of Spider-Man. So Spidey beware back there while he's standing beside you. Yeah. So thanks for watching. Have a great day.